Good day, everyone. Merry me. My name is Glennis. I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. If you were new here, well, gosh, welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button, and if you're returning, well, thank you so much for joining me. I've got just a little bit of a haul video, several shout-out thank yous, and a few things I made myself, so it's kind of a mixed bag today, but you guys already know that's me. But really the bulk of what I have here is Dollar Tree, Goodwill, and it's just a few little interesting things that I found. Well, this isn't Dollar Tree, I'll have to set this aside. But I found some creepy cloth, and of course, you know, I probably could have gotten black cheesecloth and dyed it and messed around with that, but for $1. And I'm sure that I'll find something interesting to do with creepy cloth, because I'm sure you guys have probably already guessed by now, I am just starting to come into my own. The temperatures are changing a little bit, and I'm getting a little bit of heat relief, and so I'm getting very excited. I'm just very excited. But yeah, some creepy cloth, and thankfully our local Walmart has mercifully started carrying black tapers, and I'm sure they did this just for the holidays. But I got 2 tapers for $1.54, I think it was, and for that price, I mean, I couldn't beat that price anywhere. So I got a couple of packs of it, and yes, of course, an orange pillar, which that's Goodwill, and for $1 for an orange big chunky pillar I couldn't pass up. And I got a little spider, even though he's not really my style, because I don't really like the shiny plasticky things. I think that I probably will mount him somewhere outside to scare the children. And I found this at Goodwill, and it's a candle, and again, I'll probably put this on my stoop for the trick-or-treaters and light it. And I did find a pumpkin, and he works very well, and again, I found him at my Goodwill. And thankfully, our local Dollar Tree here has, and again, I'm sure it's just for the holidays, has started carrying the Black Novena candles, which I'm so thankful for. As a matter of fact, when I went and I bought these, I took a photo of the bottom of my shopping cart, and I texted to someone I consider a very dear friend, and I'm sure that they were probably thinking, I wonder if she's going to leave any for anyone else. But do you know what? I'm going to go back and see if they have any more, because I mean, black candle is not always negative. And remember, when you buy any kind of glass encased candle or candle, you know, look at the bottom and make sure that the wick is centered, unless you want it to burn improperly. But I also found these. They're just little ceramic, little cute little things. And I mean, 3 of these I think were like $1. But I kind of figured, you know, measuring and remeasuring, and especially for YouTube, that these would look really pretty. A very, very good presentation. And now this I found at the Dollar Tree, and this was actually the very last one that they had. Unfortunately, I probably would have bought more and done something special with it on my sideboard. But this was the very last one, and I was so naive in thinking, oh, this is great, I can use this for later. And unfortunately, it doesn't open. So I don't know why I imagined it was going to open, but it's cute nonetheless. And I think it's not plastic. It feels like that little thin, what is it, Luan, something like that. But I do have, and just to show you, I do have my own little coffin here, and it's a little bit thicker wood, and as you can see, it's been used, and it does have a little clasp over here, and it does open. And as you can see, it's definitely been used, which, if you guys know me, should come as no surprise. So, and I found these at the Dollar Tree, and of course this was for Christmas, but I thought with making witches balls, and these look like little mason jars, and I thought, well, they're really cute. I'm sure that I could think of something to do with these. Not quite sure what. And I think that's all for my Dollar Tree Goodwill haul. But I did find this the other day. It's a Mother Maiden Crone plaque. Although it looks like wood, it is ceramic. And I'll give you guys a good look at it, if you can see it. And it is finished on the sides. It is engraved and finished on the sides as well. And I think I spent like all of $5 for it. But yeah, it's going to be a nice addition. And so that's the gist of my haul. I mean, oh, you know what? No, it isn't. Excuse me for one moment. I actually, there's another YouTuber, her name is Donna, and she went on a haul and showed her haul, and she got the greatest stuff. Oh my gosh, it was great. I saw so many things that I said, you know, I could use that year round. And it was awesome. I went out the very next day and went all over the place, all over the place. I couldn't find a single thing that she had at her area stores. So yeah, I was kind of bummed about that, but I did find this. And again, it was not very expensive. It's just a door hanging. And I thought it was so cute because it has the little planchette as a magnet. So you can, you know, basically just put it anywhere you want to. But yeah, I thought it was just so cute. And I have been, and excuse my absence again, you guys, but I have been kind of telling you guys about some original artwork. And I finally found a little bit of a frame for it to go into. Now the frame is definitely a Goodwill buy, but I had this, excuse the lighting here, and that's supposed to be me, which, yeah. But I have my three familials down at my feet. One is Buddy, one is Ginger, and one is Fannie Mae, which is still with me. But I found this frame and the mat, and the colors of the mat and actually go really, really well with the artwork. Now the frame needs a little bit of love because it's definitely been well worn and well used, but just a little bit of sanding, a little bit of holes and filling, and it should be fine. And yes, that I think that is the extent of my haul. But I want to go through a little bit of love mail, and I want to thank so much. Now I did do the video, and I wasn't really happy with how I looked in the video, so I took the video down. But I want to thank them again for it. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet with tiger eye detail. It's just beautiful, and I wear it absolutely every single day. I just love, love, love it. And of course I love them. They, you know, thought enough of me to send this to me. And they sent a lot of other stuff too, but they sent me some of their pets' feathers. They have a couple of birds, and I made this one smudge wand, and I used a couple of the smaller feathers for it, and I added the leaves here, and there's a brass leaf here that I added as well. But I finished off, and what it's mounted to is actually some wood and sticks that I picked up at the Hollow, and I brought back with me. Yes, I mean, you know. So all of this stuff, and there was nothing actually per se that I went out and bought to fashion this. It's just things that I had. I had the sisal here, and again, I used the sisal, of course, in my craft, but also in the signs that I make. But I soaked the sisal in salt, and I worked it, and I think that this one is going to be for the interior. When the cabin is ready, I'm going to use this for the interior. And so it's, you know, so greatly appreciated that she sent this to me. I'm so appreciative. And I also made this one. It's not quite finished. The handle is a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. I still want to add some crystals right here, and I still have to do that. But these are the larger feathers from her critters, from her birds. And again, the stick is from the hollow. The sisal is from the stock that I already had here, and I did soak this in salt and dry it out as she suggested, and I really do appreciate that. But I still got a little bit of a tail happening. I need to get my drill out and drill a hole, and I'm going to add a leather strap to it because this will be used to smudge the exterior and around at the hollow. And so when I finish with it, it's going to get hung, and it's going to be kept and loved and so appreciated. And again, thank you so much. It's just, you know, for me, it's the little things in life that mean so much. And the fact that she thought of me, it just means the world to me. And I actually have another subscriber that I consider a friend, and they sent me, he and his whole family sent me some smudge sticks. Yeah, I think you guys can see it. And they sent me some resins, which they know how I practice, and so they know exactly what I need and exactly what I use. But this is so appreciated, and it's like I've told you guys before, even though the people that are so kind and are so good to me, even though they're not physically at the hollow, in one shape or another, you're going to the hollow, one way or another, willingly or not, I should say. And of course, some of you know, I mean, if I could have it ready right now, it would just be the most awesome thing, but it's going to take a little bit of time. But anyway, he gifted me this. He and his family gifted me this, and thank you so much. It is just incredibly appreciated. And you know, it's not necessarily the things, it's the fact that you think of me and you think enough of me to do that. And to add to a little bit of a haul, and you guys are going to think this is kind of weird, but the same person that and I don't want to mention any names, but the same person that sent me the smudge sticks and the resin has made it possible for me to get a few things that I need to work at the hollow. Well, I don't have it here with me, and it probably would bore the majority of you, but I have already bought a solar-powered, motion-activated floodlight. I have not installed it yet. That is coming probably in the next couple of weeks. Not coming, I already have it physically at the hollow, but I'm going to actually install it in a couple of weeks. I was due to go up this coming weekend, and that's been put off yet another week, and that's okay. That's fine with me. I would much rather wait for some cooler temperatures to go up and not have to deal with sitting there and being hot. I don't like to be hot, but anyway, he's made it possible. I bought the solar light, and this past weekend I bought a respirator. Now I do have, you know, the small, like, little cotton face masks, you know, the little dinky ones, but with the work that I'm going to be doing, that I know I'm going to be doing, now this is not for paint and vapors, this is for sawdust, kind of some of the heavier duty stuff that I expect to be doing. And yes, I will be doing at least 3/4 of the work that's going to be happening there. So this is, I bought this, and I think a refill of the filters came with it, and I bought another pack of filters because I fully expect that there's going to be a lot of ripping and a lot of stuff happening. And I'm sure once they know, once this person knows what's happening, they will understand. And I also bought a really good pair of knee pads. I mean, this is, again, I had like the little foamy ones out there, like if you were going to garden or something. But being that I'm going to be on my knees and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of heavy duty work, I decided to get, you know, an actual decent pair, and so my knees won't be bruised, sore, or ripped to shreds. So again, my thanks again for making this possible. It's just so greatly appreciated, and I think once you guys know what's happening up there, you'll go, yeah, she needs the knee pads. Yeah, she definitely needs that. And I don't buy anything that is not really totally necessary. But so yeah, I got some construction related material that is, I can hardly wait, you know. And some of the things that I've been busy with, yes, I'm still doing other stuff. I actually made this sign, and you guys know I make barnwood signs, but I made this sign for myself, and I'm going to keep this one. And of course it says, "Welcome to Old Owl's Hollow Inn." You guys know I had to say that. It says, "Having a hootin' good time since 1787. And I do have the hanger on it. I did put the hanger on it. I still have yet to put the felt pads on it. But yeah, this is for me, because I mean, I love blues, silvers, and this colors. These are really my colors, and I just love it. And excuse my absence again. But yeah, I've been doing actually a lot of stuff. And you guys thought I was just a lady of leisure. Oh no. I actually made this, and with my Mabon videos that are going to be coming up the next 2 or 3 days or so, I made this, and I don't think it's going to fit, but it says old-fashioned apple cider, and I've got the sawtooth hanger, and of course I did put the pads here, but these are old barn wood that I salvaged out of the old tobacco barn that unfortunately I had to tear down at the hollow. But when I make these signs, I mean, I sand them as smooth as humanly possible, and of course I chalk paint them and distress them and bring, so we can see some of the grain come through, because you don't want to cover it up totally. But I'm just the type of person that if I have something like this in my home, then I want to be able to take it down, wipe it down, and wipe it clean. And that's really, for anyone that buys something like this from me, I would expect nothing less either. So I just assume that they're gonna, and that's front and back, as smooth as silk. I mean, that's just my way. But I made this one. It says apple cider. And again, when you guys see my Mabon series, you'll say, oh, okay, apple cider. And then I made one that says pumpkins for sale. And again, smooth. And I finished it off on the back. And this one has already sold, which is like the other one. And again, it says, welcome to Old Owl's Hollow Inn. But yeah, this one has already sold, and I hope they enjoy it. And the very last one I have is this one. I left the wood natural. Of course, I sanded it, of course, but and it just says hay rides, 5 cents. And again, I finished it with a hanger and a little bit of a felt on the back. But yeah, sometimes I just leave them natural, and just because, you know, not everything has to be totally painted. But I hope you've enjoyed the haul. And again, I want to, for those that have been so kind and so generous, I want to thank them again. It is so, so appreciated. And I really do hope you guys join me in the next 2 or 3 days for my Mabon series. Even though I'm going to be really busy Friday, working really super, super hard, I'm going to start my celebrations on Saturday. I'd love to start them on Friday, but what can you do, right? But I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or anything, then please feel free to leave a comment. And with that, I will say, merry part, and I so, so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.